What's going on, everyone? This is Badass Review, and I'm back with another review. This time I'm taking a look at the Marvel Legends Amazing Spider-Man 2 Infinite Series Spider-Girl. This is a running change of the Black Cat figure, and I was just walking through Target yesterday, and I just happened to stumble upon her. She was just sitting on the shelf, so I was really surprised to have found her. And I'm really happy that I did, because she is a pretty awesome figure. I don't know why I like her so much, but I do. I think they did a lot of good things on her. I really like the paint job, the way her outfit looks, the articulation's pretty good, although it could be a little bit better, but there's a lot of things about this that I like. It's really nice. I don't know too much about this Spider-Girl figure. I know that this particular one is a teenager, I believe. I don't know too much about the character. I do kind of wish that they would have done this version of Spider-Girl, just because she's more current in the Avengers than this one is, because I haven't seen too much about her, but this one's in Superior Spider-Man, so that would have made a little bit more sense, and she's more iconic than probably this one, so it would have been cool to maybe get a reissued version of this, or not reissued, but like a remolded version of her or something like that, or just a new modern update of her, I guess is what I'm trying to say. This figure, however, is really nice, despite the fact that I don't know her too much. The paint is really awesome. I mean, there's not a whole lot going on for her, not a whole lot of shading, but it's just awesome. It's got some really nice glossy kind of paint throughout the whole body. There are some parts where it's not really glossy, it's more just molded plastic. But it looks really nice, and I really like the pearlescent kind of white paint they used for the spider logo. It does seem like they didn't put enough here on the chest area, because it looks like the black is kind of trying to bleed through it. And I'm looking at the lines here, and the line work looks like it could have been better, because up to the torso area of the spider, it looks like the lines are not painted. They're not straight, they're kind of skewing off into the black. They're not really connected too well, and you can kind of tell that the paint started getting a little dull once it gets to the torso area, because I'm noticing that the lines here are a lot whiter than this part here, so they didn't paint it up all the way right there, so it kind of looks weird because it's really pearlescent white, then it goes to kind of like a dull gray, so that kind of sucks that happened. But all the line work does line up very nicely, so that's really cool when you have her in a stance. She's got a really nice head sculpt. I really like how the head came out. She looks really nice. I kind of wish there would have been a little bit more detailing in the hair. There's not a whole lot of shading going on, but it still looks pretty nice. It's got a little bit of shading, but not too much. Could have used a little bit more. She's got some nice pink lipstick. The eyes look pretty nice with their pearlescent. They are sculpted, I believe, the eyes, so that's really nice. She's got her ears over here, which are also really nicely sculpted, so really nice detail on the head. I really like this new female body mold. They can probably use it for a lot of other figures in the future. But really, for detail, that's about it. So let's go over articulation real quick. What I really like about this figure is that they gave her a ball hinge swivel in the neck, so she gets a lot more articulation than most of the female figures, just because she has this swivel here. And since her hair is in a ponytail, her hair doesn't like restrict any of it, so that's really nice. So she can look up really high, she can look down really far. It's just this tiny little ball peg here that goes into her head, and it gets a lot of motion. You can get her head to go side to side, just all over the place. It's pretty insane how much articulation you get out of the head, so that's really nice. The arms can go in and out. They rotate 360 degrees. No bicep swivel, which kind of sucks, but she does have the 90-degree bend at the elbow, as well as the rotation, which I kind of wish they would have just given her the bicep swivel, but this works just fine either way. She's got a swivel in the wrist as well as a hinge. She's got a closed fist on this hand. She's got this kind of open hands, like she's gonna grab something or she's gonna shoot webs out of her hands. That kind of hand. which is nice. I kind of wish she would have came with interchangeable hands, but this works just fine, I guess. Torso joint doesn't really do a whole lot, or the diaphragm joint, it barely goes back and it doesn't really go forward. It kind of gets some rotation, but really it's just going to go side to side, and that's about it. She's got T-jointed ball peg in the legs for the thighs, so they can go forward, and not really back just because her sculpting of her butt area, but they can go forward, they can go in and out. They kind of swivel at the upper part of the thigh, and then they have a thigh swivel here. Her ball joints are kind of like how hip monkeys are. They're just it's just a ball peg, and then the legs just pop on into them, so you can't remove the legs if you really wanted to. I wouldn't recommend it though. It'll probably make your figure loose. But she has an upper thigh swivel, like I said here, double jointed knees, rotation in the boot, which isn't really necessary, but I kind of like it because it kind of helps give more it's more articulation, which is nice, and it kind of helps with posing her. So that's nice that they put that there. She's got a hinge in the foot as well as an ankle pivot. So lots of articulation. You know, sometimes it's better or worse on female figures, but I'm perfectly happy with this figure. With me not knowing who she is really as a character, you know, I still really like this figure. And you know, if you ever get a chance to pick her up in stores or for really cheap online, I would recommend you pick her up regardless, because you know, you might not ever get a chance to find her again. I'm really surprised I found her, so I had to pick her up instantly. But yeah, if you haven't picked up the case yet, I guess you could go to Entertainment Earth and pick her up, because they have the variant case for it. I would recommend that over Big Bad Toy Store, because you're paying a little bit more, but it's free shipping, and pretty much you're going to be paying the same amount if you went to Big Bad Toy Store. So I would recommend you do that. It's probably a better deal, but you know, it's whatever you guys want to do. I know on eBay she's going for like $30 or more, so you either have to buy the case or just get lucky and find her. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Stay tuned for more reviews and stuff like that, and I'll talk to you guys later.